Hello and welcome back. So these last few weeks have been an emotional roller coaster considering the fact that EA obviously doesn't know what to do with its major franchises or with other video games it makes. I mean, they're basically the politicians of video games. They're saying that they can produce one thing and then they give you something else. And then they say they're going to change it and then they don't change it, or they do a little bit and then they go back and forth and back and forth. And it's absurd. I mean, their last game, we all know, was so bad, which was Anthem, which was released a few weeks ago, was boycotted because of how bad the game was, how incomplete it was. This happened with Destiny, obviously, but they fixed their problem. But this game is so minimal, people had to boycott it. Even the hardcore fans couldn't even do anything about it. It seems like the best days of EA are behind them, and that there's not much left they can do in terms of trusting themselves with a good product. It's like they don't really care. But the problem is, it's like their heydays are behind them, like I said. So they're like the Olsen twins, basically. Like when they were young and it was a small company, everybody loved them. They were wholesome, producing good quality games. Then they went to their teenage years and were like, okay, you're starting to get a little different stuff. We don't know what's going on here, but we'll deal with it. Okay, it's not bad. And then now it's like, Jesus. It's like they're on cocaine with the Olsen twins. It's ridiculous. I don't even know what else to say besides the fact that EA needs to fix their shit. And then a little bit down the road, Apex Legends drops, which was produced by EA. Not created, but produced. And this game had zero advertising because they knew it was gonna sell. And it just... And thank God Apex Legends came along, because Fortnite is a good game. Don't get me wrong. It's very innovative and with its creative ways of building structures and put everything. But I'm just as sick as everybody else of listening to 12-year-olds when I shoot somebody in the face, screaming in the mic and all this. And I can't deal with it anymore. But the fusion between PUBG and Overwatch, making it something better, is absolutely amazing. Because usually every game comes from a combination of one game or another. But this was brilliant. And EA obviously saw that this was a good game. It was gonna sell. So why the hell would they push out Anthem, Battlefront 2, or Andromeda when they knew they weren't gonna sell? And obviously it's because they want to make money. We all know EA is one of those companies that just cares more about money than anything else. But it's hurting the trust of all the gamers out there. It's getting so bad that Disney had to step in and fix the problem. But yet they still put these games out there that suck and nobody likes it. So the question is, can EA even make a good game anymore? 6 years for Anthem. And nothing that basically was just a run around, do the exact same thing, back and forth. Everybody fucking hates it. And then Apex Legends comes out and they saw, hey, we want this game. We want to put it out there for you. And then you give us dog shit. EA is literally at, I feel, the last leg. It's not going anywhere. EA is done. And at this moment, I feel that even the people who are casual gamers, which is a 4-letter word, I know, they know when a game sucks. And guess what? Anthem sucks. Sucks. But I digress, as is the fact that no matter what, EA seems to not want to change how it does its formula for games anymore. Even though they've changed CEOs multiple times, the same thing is that they run it more like a business rather than a creative art institute or anything that makes sense. Like, hey, we can do this and increase sales by making the game better. Like, fuck that. I'm old school. Just get a lot of money. Nobody cares anymore. I don't feel that's ever going to come back. And I feel actually EA's downfall is going to get worse over the years to a point where there's not even going to be EA left. And then, finally, they will get the justice that they deserve. And they will not only be the worst company that's ever fucking spawned over these last few years of these video games that sucked, but they will go down. And that will be the last thing we ever see from them. And then hopefully something else will grow. We'll get like a new brand of Olsen twins or something that's just all over again. right? I mean, we can hope.